Hello and welcome to day 55 of the 100 Days Challenge while building projects in public. Today I started working on my first game idea that I presented yesterday, but before jumping into this topic, I have some good news, and is that I got my actual first subscriber. So I have now 2 subscribers. The first one was me, so now I got an actual first subscriber that even commented and just cheered me to continue with that. So despite of just being one person, I am happy. And I feel that I have another reason to continue with this, and this is what I'll do. So yesterday I explained which was the idea of the game I want to build, and today I started playing around with Godot in the 3D space, because as you know, I did the tutorial in a 2D environment, and now in the 3D some things change, and I just tried to understand how everything was working. In order to do so, I just followed this tutorial from Legion Games that explain how to create a tutorial character controller for a first person. So my plan is to have initially a game where I'm a first person character that can move across a maze, just seeing it from the above and then jumping in. So today I started working on the character itself. Basically, I created my own repository that you can see 1 hour ago. I created the repo with the content from yesterday, an empty project, and then now I have the first thing. So I removed all the things that I had initially, and now I just have this part where I have a main scene and a script for the player. Within the main scene I have the wall environment and directional light as the sun. Then I have a few CSG boxes that are the things I use to have a minimum map to verify that the character works fine. Then I have my character body that has the mesh instance with the collision shape, and also the head where the camera is. And then small canvas layer that was not in the tutorial, but I wanted to add some label explaining here that how to move, how to jump, and how to sprint. And within the character there's this player script that was from the video mainly, where there are a few things. So basically it already starts with extending the character body 3D, so I didn't start from blank. And basically from the same sample that you started, I just added a few things. Basically, I referenced the head and the camera from the head. I set the mouse mode to input mode so that there's no mouse in the screen. Also, using this mouse motion, I use it to rotate the head and the camera. Then also within the physics, there are a few things like the sprint part that basically changes the speed on the between 2 constant values, 5 and 8. And then I just updated a few things here. So playing that, for example, with this, if is on the floor or not on the floor, it verifies that when you are on the top, you have a different, on the air, basically you have a different behavior, because originally with the sample script that it generates, you just get without movement on the top if you just are flying. Also, we applied the bob for the head so that you just feel that your head is moving, and also the FOV for the camera that it feels this velocity or this speed. So with that in mind, if I play, here you can see that there's a first person I'm moving with. On the top left side you can see the movement keys plus the jump. So if I just move and I jump, I can move. You can see it does not reach here. If I sprint, I increase the speed, and with the speed I can now jump on the very top of the platforms. So that's mostly what I did today. It seems not a huge progress. At the end I just did something that the tutorial did in 10 minutes, but yeah, it got me the opportunity to start playing around. Now I know exactly what I want to do. Then my next idea is to also see how to apply the mobile movements so add the virtual joystick somewhere. And yeah, I think that those would be my next steps. First, add the virtual joystick so that it can be played via mobile, that it's gonna be my main idea for this game. And then I also want to add something that I can start the level from above and then jump after 5 seconds into the level itself. So maybe tomorrow I'll try to focus on that. And that's all for today. Thank you if you watch, and see you tomorrow with more progress on it.